All right. Black Power is the General Seti, and I'm black at y'all ass again with this real fucking talk. Y'all know what it is. Patreon General Seti just had a powerful live stream on my Patreon just the other day. Origins of the Comedic Samurai. Powerful information. Very powerful. Especially for the family that need inspiration. You understand? To stand up and look the adversary in his eye. So we had to start with the basics. Going on over there, get you some inspiration. Patreon General Seti. KingSeti.com online marketplace. Got a lot of fly products over there. Just added a couple more fly products. I know family gonna love it. They eating it up. You know what I'm saying? The general take care of family. That's just all it is too. You know what I'm saying? Got, like I say, DVDs, T-shirts, hoodies. I even got aprons. You can go barbecue your goddamn chicken, fish, and dumplings and shit. You know, with a bang on the beats, whatever. You know, Roo apron, cooking apron and shit. You know what I'm saying? Got you, family. Going over there to General KingSeti.com online marketplace and be amazed. To my family out there, y'all know I get hot. You know, when I'm on these videos, motherfuckers crying and shit because they want to see me get taken off this motherfucker trying to, be super nigga. Everybody know that the general get busy. You know what I'm saying? But we know that the live lecture, each platform, you know what I'm saying, is unique. And you know what I'm saying? And so in order to get that raw, General Seti, you got to see me live, or you got to get on one of my live streams. You know, which I'll be getting busy again next month. You know what I'm saying? Where I had a pay-per-view live stream. You cannot expect the general to come on some fucking YouTube. You know how many times I've been put off YouTube? So, it's about teaching and reaching. You know what I'm saying? In a way that, family could still have access to the platforms. But when it get too raw, and, you just got to have some of that raw General Seti, y'all going over there to generalseti.com, Seti University. I'm gearing up. You understand what I'm saying? To upload another 100, 200 videos on there. You know what I'm saying? That's just everything. General Sabra, I'll be amazed my goddamn self to go back and look at all, shit that I done and prolific. You know what I'm saying? When I laugh and shit. You know what I'm saying? Even, 10, 15 years ago, I was already prolific. You know what I'm saying? I'm not where I am now, but nigga, I was a beast. Even then, I was a beast. So I sit back and watch my own shit and be like, damn, nigga. God damn, you was cold. You know what I'm saying? So going over there to generalseti.com, Seti University, and man, be amazed at the treasure chest of wisdom that I got on that site. Now, to all my family today, Black Babylon, and I did, Nimrod. Let me get the complete title because I got so many damn, lectures to this. It's just out off the charts. You know what I'm saying? I want to be strict because I'm about to rock the house. Here you go, right here. Okay, let me bring it on. Let me bring it on up. Matter of fact, let me get the right goddamn. I got so many. We about to rock the house, family. This one of my heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? No damn doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be putting these motherfuckers in the headlock. They be trying to come up, the motherfuckers like Houdini. The motherfuckers be trying to wiggle up out of that shit, but it's just too much. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be trying to wiggle up out of there, but when I put that motherfucking headlock on your ass, it's a wrap. You see what I'm saying? Let me, we're gonna get busy. I see them goddamn Hebrew niggas out there. You understand what I'm saying? In the near future, I might have to tighten one day ass up. But I got my eye on the nigga I want too. You know what I'm saying? He been bumping his motherfucking gums for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? And when I get ready to put his ass on that barbecue grill, I'm gonna cook his ass. I'm gonna thoroughly cook his ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna overcook his ass. Straight up. But that probably will be next year sometime. You know what I'm saying? When all this goddamn madness cease. You know, if it cease. You know, and that's up to the ancestors. I don't give a goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like Khufu on the ark. You know what I'm saying? You see Khufu as he sailed across the celestial Nile. I'm going to be sailing right through the chaos. You understand what I'm saying? Without a problem. You know what I'm So, you know, whatever the ancestors, you know, deem fitting for reality and what's going on out here, you know, it is what it is. You feel me? All right. We talking about Black Babylon, Nimrod, and the Kushite rule over Mesopotamia. Now, it is fitting that I use Nimrod because, you know, most people they biblical oriented, you know what I'm saying? You know, this is, you know, who the king whom they speak about as being the author or the originator of Mesopotamia. You see what I'm saying? And so we understand that the biblical characters are fictional. There's no damn doubt about it. But within the creating of the story, see, is hidden the truth in a thin lining. You know what I'm saying? And what it states, if I can go ahead and matter of fact, let me see if I can go straight to this fire. Let me go straight to this fire so we can see this. Here we go. You see right here, let me see how I'm looking on, because I might have to let me pull that out of there. Let me pull that on up out of there. Okay, bingo, 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 here we go. You know, without going, and I'll go off into the other, you know, at a different time. See, now in the Bible, you know, we understand. If you don't know, I'll give you a quick rundown. You know what I'm saying on, you know, after the so-called flood, you know, during the time of Noah. We know it ain't no flood. I don't want nobody out there crying. We trying to peel back the layer of occultism, because the Bible is occult literature. It's hidden. You understand what I'm saying? Is many, 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 many lies, but within that lie is hidden some truths that we got to, you know, pull up out of there so we can make the understanding. You know what I'm saying? It's just like an orange. You squeeze the juice out, and then you throw that shit away. And so what we're going to do, we're going to squeeze the juice out of it today. Now, Noah is considered the second Adam because according to the Bible, the fictional Bible, the lying-ass Bible, Noah is the second Adam, meaning everybody after the flood descends from Noah, okay? He had three sons, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, or Japheth. They like, you know how, you know, them niggas that want to be so goddamn Jewish, you know, they put the Y on, you know, it ain't no J, they use the Y, Japheth. You know, that make a nigga more Jewish, you know, Yafa, you know what I'm saying? So so we're gonna say Ham, Shem, and Yafa, okay? And Shem is he's the Semitic. He's the Semitic. Then you got Japheth or Japheth, who is supposedly the Gentile European nations, and then you got Ham. Ham is the father of all the African nations plus Canaan. See, now you know what I'm saying. And so I didn't see many. See, now I love this because this is we know when motherfuckers are sneak this. You see what I'm saying? You know, and so the Bible is sneak this. You create a lie. You understand what I'm saying? And in the lie, you know, you tell a little of the truth, and then you diss the motherfucking truth. You understand? At the same damn time. You see what I'm saying? So in the Bible, Ham is the father of, we looking right here, is the father of Ethiopia, Cush, and I'm gonna break that down for you with the biblical dictionary. See, you know, the general got, you know, some of them earlier biblical dictionaries that's gonna say a little something extra that they wish they had not said. Because if they knew a nigga like me was gonna exist in the future, they damn sure wouldn't have let a nigga like me get my hand a hold to it. Because they know I'm gonna murder their ass with it. You see what I'm saying? And so you see Ethiopia, Kush, you see Punt or Poot or Punt. You know, and a lot of people say it's Libya, but Punt is Somalia, the Horn of Africa. You see what I'm saying? Canaan, which is modern day Israel, and then you got Mizraim, which is Egypt. See all these names and shit, you know, that they done created out of no damn well to, you know, this is to control the narrative. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Nimrod, who is the son of Ethiopia, Cush. Now the difference is in the New King, in the King James Bible, is Ethiopia. In in previous before King James is Cush, and I got definitions for both. It's very, very significant. You understand what I'm saying? Because again, you know, it's about orientation. You understand what I'm saying? It's about orientation. And if your ass ain't got proper orientation, your ass ain't going nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? Even if you motherfucker go to MapQuest, they say, you say, I'm going here, the motherfucker say, where you coming from? You know what I'm saying? You can't just put in, I'm going here, and there's no location of where you're coming from. You see what I'm saying? So you got to know where you're coming from in order to know where you're going. You feel me? Or to get back where the fuck you came from. You understand what I'm saying? Motherfucker programming that bitch home, and that all you do is hit it, it'll bring you back. So it's all about orientation, and you know, no true navigator. You say, oh, it don't matter. You know, we all see that all over the place shit. We from all over. That's a motherfucking lie. I'm sick of motherfuckers with that fake shit. We not from all over the place. We from Africa, and we migrated out to the various land masses of the planet, which is very different than being original to that land mass. Okay, and I you know, and so you know, being indigenous is something totally different than being the first individual that come into the land. You see what I'm saying? Now, just because you come into a land and nobody's there before you got there, don't make you original to that land. And it's very significant that a lot of people, because you end up, you understand, you end up slighting your homeland. You see what I'm saying? And the key is about it is that Africa is what we call, quote unquote, the Garden of Eden. And see, that's key. You cannot equate the best part of the planet, which is our original land, with no other land mass. You see what I'm saying? Even though I give credit to the other African nations, because those are colonies that were sent out by Africa. You understand what I'm saying? But none of them ever achieved a level of greatness and achievement. And plus, the land, Africa itself, is so, so abundant with resources of all, food resource, water resource. You understand what I'm saying? Vegetation. You understand what I'm saying? Rainforest. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, we got so much, you know what I'm saying? And other places are, you know, they are paradise unto itself, and we give them credit. But if they cannot match the greatness of Africa, because Africa is over 13 million square miles, you know, of paradise and abundance of resources. And everybody around us, this planet, looks to Africa. You see what I'm saying? To sustain itself. So those who control Africa technically control the world. You understand what I'm saying? And that's very significant in your politics. Nigga, you can go any, you know, you can go any, you can have that shit. If I got Africa, you can have whatever the fuck you want. You understand what I'm saying? That, I'm just clear about that. Africa is a land, man, that don't have to ask nobody for shit. It's self-sustaining in all things. We don't have to ask nobody for water. We don't have to ask nobody for food. You understand what I'm saying? We are the originals. We got the most ancient knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? So it ain't nothing we need from nobody else, to be real. And so we have to first know, you know, when I teach, you know, a lot of people say, you know, well, Seti, what about the revolutionary shit? Motherfucker, I'm talking revolution. Because first thing you got to come to understand is your divinity, your black. If you ain't got your black divinity, you ain't got shit. I don't even give a fuck to teach you nothing else. If you don't understand that you're divine, because the divinity, the black divinity is those characteristics that was bestowed upon you by nature. You was bestowed with divine responsibility and divinity by the cosmos. If you don't understand that, you ain't got no destiny. You understand what I'm saying? When you got your divinity, when you got your black divinity, not just divinity. I don't want no nigga to be talking about, I got my divinity through Hinduism and Buddhism, and that ain't no goddamn divinity. That's a goddamn a construct, a man-made construct. Black divinity came with you through the womb with your mama. It was already ordained on you by the cosmos. You know, Bibles and books and shit is given to somebody after they get here. You understand? You was already born connected to the cosmos, and you was disconnected by the goddamn religion, and that disconnected you from your divinity. And then being disconnected from your divinity, what? Now you just a vessel. And then an empty vessel. And then anybody can come and add, you know, and input whatever the fuck they want to, and that's what has happened. You see what I'm saying? With your black divinity comes dignity. You understand what I'm saying? When you got your divinity, you got high dignity. You understand? With dignity comes destiny. You understand? You have your divinity, you got your dignity, you have your destiny. Then you got to have diligence and duty. Diligence and duty to uphold and fulfill your destiny. See, niggas ain't going nowhere. That's why motherfuckers can throw shit, they can burn shit, they can shoot shit, they can run their motherfucking mouth, but they don't understand, because if they did, they know that there's only one option. And I'm not going to continue to tell motherfuckers what the option. I done told motherfuckers. And no matter how we go over and no matter how much fear is in your motherfucking heart, it's still gonna come back to that. Freedom is is a profound thing. It's not something that's just gonna fall in your goddamn hand. And you'll bleed for gym shoes and cars and and the street shit and all of that. But when it comes time for freedom, nigga, you back up. You look for another way to do this shit. And then you wonder why your ass is 50 and 60 and 70 years still in the motherfucking condition. Because you want to beg a motherfucker to give you what he won't give you. Because again, when you understand your divinity, when you understand dignity and destiny, you see what I'm saying? When you understand your destiny, because you understand your divinity. You ain't gonna understand your destiny without the divinity. Cause that mean, motherfuckers say, man, my destiny, motherfucker, to get three fucking cars, 2 big ass houses, this, that, and bitch, that shit'll burn down tomorrow. Nigga, that ain't what you was here, nigga. Your destiny is of the cosmos, something highly more profound than that. You can't think outside of the conditioning, you know, because the beast is you know, economic, you know, everything is based on capitalism, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, pillaging and shit. You think, you know, the same way, and you in being in that trick bag, knowing he got the upper hand all the time. You understand what I'm saying? And so you think you're gonna beg and plead, and you know that ain't what power is about. And I'm gonna move back on to Nimrod, but a lot of it is about, and we understanding power. You understand what I'm saying? Power. Power is always backed up by force. Nothing else. Nigga, ain't no pleading, ain't no asking, ain't no voting. You understand what I'm saying? You know, power is backed up by force and demand. When you demand a motherfucker, see, when you protest, you negotiate. You negotiate. You still negotiate. You negotiate. You understand what I'm saying? You negotiate. Because if the motherfucker on the road down there on you, nigga, you understand what I'm saying? If you ain't gonna do no more than the protest, and that's usually what happened. You know what I'm saying? And you know, motherfucker get their opportunity. You understand what I'm saying? To you know, start that initial, you know, the riot, but then when the motherfucker come in with the second wave, niggas tap. See what I'm saying? Niggas tap. You ain't got no more energy. You understand? And so ultimately, that's just a ploy, nigga, like a little kid throwing a temper tantrum. You know what I'm saying? You mad, motherfucker, done give you a piece of candy or something, you sit on the floor and, you know, and you hoop and holler and shit, and then he gonna come and give you something, and then you gonna shut the fuck up and go on over there and be poor again. You understand what I'm saying? No, none of the issues have you know, been dealt with. You know what I'm saying? In any real way. So the first thing is, what I teach is try to inspire you to reconnect with your black divinity, and then build up some dignity to quit letting a motherfucker treat you lesser than what you is. If you's God, nigga, and you's the goddess, then there's something very wrong to be sitting up here letting these motherfuckers deal with us like this. Terribly wrong. And so in our destiny today is total liberation of our people from this beast. You understand what I'm saying? In totality, starting with our own mind, starting with ourselves. You know, the revolution started with self, then family. You understand? Then community, then statehood. You understand? That's the element. You can't skip none of that shit. So motherfuckers talking about what we gonna do, motherfuckers, you know, start your own revolution. It started in the mind. Get the peckerwood out your mind that's stopping you. Every time you get ready to go and fight, motherfucker, peckerwood in your mind, put fear, that fear go right down into your heart. Oh man, we can't do this. You understand what I'm saying? They're just like the little devil and the little angel on the motherfucking shoulder. You understand what I'm saying? Both of them the beast, and both of them in your head telling you that you cannot achieve it. Stay your ass on the plantation. You see what I'm saying? It's like, you know, the goddamn invisible fence that they got for the dog. They put the collar on the motherfucker, and ain't no fence there, just some wires around the property. As soon as a motherfucker go to it, they ain't even got to put the wires there no more. They can hit a motherfucker with a satellite, and you feel that shock. Your ass get right back on the plantation. That's where we at today. You understand what I'm saying? And so, you know, and I'm gonna move on, and because this will make it a lot clearer. We got to quit lying on the nature of things. You understand what I'm saying? I keep and I did see motherfuckers think I'm playing, but you ain't going nowhere until you figure that out. You understand what I'm saying? Again, I've used that elementary way of explaining it, but yet so powerful. When you look at the chessboard and like kids, you know, little kids, they don't really know how to move them, so they get up there and they just move them anywhere. And that's all right. That's sometimes that's how you learn. You make mistakes. But when you learn the moves of the players on the chessboard, and that's learning the nature of that thing. You know, and when you learn, you know, in the nature of a thing is the pre-coded definition of that thing, given to it by creation. It's gonna do that by nature. No matter what motherfucking fallacies you make up, this, that, and the third, how you fool yourself to thinking everybody is the same. We're not the same. And when you learn the nature of things on the planet, in the cosmos, understanding the nature of the stars and planets, the moons, understanding the flow of the ocean, understanding the tectonic plates, the movement of the earth, and understanding it. And then when you understand it, you know, when you understand the nature of things, then you can start to develop a program within that where you can be successful in your endeavors. When you understand the nature of things, you can understand what? You understand the possibilities, okay? The probabilities. That what's more likely gonna happen, and the impossibilities. I'm sick of telling y'all this shit. That's the biggest shit that I could tell you. You can understand. And so in that, again, so people say what should they do? When you understand, quit lying on the nature of things. Okay? Quit lying and saying we are all equal, that we have the same natures, and this, that, and the third. We don't have the same nature. You understand? And nothing wrong with saying that. Nothing in the universe has the same nature. So when you understand the nature of things, you can understand yourself and things around you. You can almost prophesize the possibilities, the probabilities, and the impossibilities. You understand? And when you do that, then you can, you can forge a plan of success that can make, and so we have not done that. We have not done that. And on top of not doing that, we have lost courage. We have lost, and again, we got to go back to our teachers whom we've disconnected from. You understand what I'm saying? Who would have, all that great wisdom we done disconnected from. And it's a reason that was done. Because when you got your master teachers and your prophets and your leaders and, the great ones that didn't talk for many, many years, you don't have to listen to no nigga of the day. And I'm just saying, you want to continue to have avatars that's going to continue to hold the line. But when you got your master teachers, you got a roadmap. Like, wait a minute, dog. The majority of our teachers said this. Now here you come, nigga. Now these ain't just these is the greatest minds that ever came on the planet. Now that, you know what I'm saying? And, when you got so many great minds that come to logical conclusion, then more than likely, that's the probability. You understand what I'm saying? That's the fucking probability. You understand? And not only that, showing other great leaders in Africa that use that to their advantage and got free. You got workable, models. You got a workable model. You understand? Kwame Nkrumah. He used Marcus Garvey. You understand what I'm saying? In all his flaws, and we understand that. And I'm not going to talk about that because but he did take Ghana. You understand what I'm saying? A step further than where it was, because they was in total colonialism, imperialism. But Kwame, as I watched the documentary, he used Marcus Garvey. Many of them, even though we didn't get an opportunity to use him like we should have, other people used Garvey and was successful in that. You understand what I'm saying? Even Garvey himself, no matter what motherfuckers say, he built the largest organization in the Western Hemisphere of African people with, over 7 million, members all around the world. You see what I'm saying? And so you have to use motherfuckers that have success. And I didn't mean to say it that way because I'm in my street vibe. You know, we have to go back, and there's been a disconnect of the murdering of our leaders. That's another thing. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you see how many great leaders and we support them, a lot of people didn't support Colin. You know what I'm saying? I mean, ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? One of the greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying? Just bowed it. You know what I'm saying? Colin, when it comes to black power, Colin just bowed it. You know what I'm saying? He bowed it, nigga. You know, ain't no talk, nigga. Let's do this. You know what I'm fearless. And you know, niggas and they being scary niggas want to be hard behind the motherfucking, you know, the cameras and shit, this, that, and the third. But yet and still, when it comes to being fearless in face to face, you know what I'm saying? That's when you can see, and I don't have to motherfucking say shit. You know what I'm saying? Detroit know. You know what I'm saying? They know. Okay, I don't have to publicize. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to, nigga. I'm fearless. When it's on, it's on. Let's do this shit. You know what I'm saying? And so that's where we at. And so when families say, what, you know, that starts with you. Your motherfucking revolution start with you. If your motherfucking wheels is not turning, bitch, nigga, you can't blame nobody but you. Because the revolution started here in the heart, in the mind, and the spirit of an individual. And when that mechanism is on fire, nigga, you ain't got to ask nobody what to do. Nigga, you doing it. Fuck wrong with you niggas out here? Y'all niggas better wake the fuck up. Okay, I'm not gonna keep talking to you about this shit, trying to blame another motherfucker for their own, you know, being lethargic and goddamn scared of the beast. I told family, when your love of freedom is greater than the fear of your oppressor, you gonna get free. That's it. When the love of freedom and liberation is greater than your fear of the oppressor, your ass will be free instantaneously. Okay? Now, let's get back here to Nimrod. You understand what I'm saying? Because we breaking the Bible. We breaking the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? They sneak this. And all through the Bible, they create characters that they don't want to say African, even though they say they're black. Now, I don't know how you get black. Now, you got the Indian over there, but that ain't that motherfucker over there. He ain't got nothing to do with what's over here. And he in one location, and if he leave up out of that location, his numbers are small and insignificant. So when you talking about over in this area, this is African and historically have been African, so we know what it is. So when we talk about Nimrod, and Nimrod supposedly in the Bible being the founder of Mesopotamia, that's today Iraq, even parts of Iran. You see what I'm saying? Iran was Elam, and Iraq was Mesopotamia, all the way up into where Turkey, you know, and I did Colossus, which was Georgia. You understand what I'm saying? Did the African origins of the Egyptians that were in Colossus, the golden fleece, the golden fleece, or the ram of Colossus, which is modern day Georgia, right up under Russia, showing you that whole area was ruled by African people. You understand what I'm saying? Had mighty, and in order to be whole again, we're gonna have to reclaim all that is rightfully ours. Anybody on our shit got to go at some time. You're gonna have to go. You think you're comfortable, but you're gonna find out you shouldn't be so comfortable. Because if we got historical documentation, it's ours. We should take back every fucking inch on this planet Earth that belong to our people. I don't give a fuck how you get it back. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. And so we talking about Nimrod, who is the son of Ethiopia. Now, and you see down there the nations that supposedly come from out of Nimrod, Chaldea, that's where Abraham come from. But damn, his name is Abraham. Ham. And we go right back to the top. But they say he's from the bloodline of Shem. I said, well, goddamn, why his name ain't Abraham? How the fuck is his name? See, that's occultism. You don't know that there's a portal there. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't, you hear the irony of it, but it's a portal there, and they left the portals there for you to get. It's almost like Kabbalism and shit, where they leave portals there for those that want to know. The man's name is Abraham. That's just like if you come in and then listen to this. Mohammed. You see, Ham is in Mohammed. Not that even, motherfuckers say he's black. Nah, they're just letting you know that the original science that went into creating the lion-ass story come up out of Africa in the first place. You see what I'm saying? Not that there's no Mohammed or Mohammed come from black people. This fuck that. That's all garbage. The fact is, the story is a fictional lie that's built on top of African science, culture, civilization, and spirituality. Then you got Assyria and you got Babylonia. Okay, all of that is Mesopotamia. Okay, let me go back up. Matter of fact, let me come on down here. Again, looking at Ham. Now, what's so necessary to understand is that, see, the Bible took a turn to the left while the white man university took a turn to the right. You see what I'm saying? In the Bible, it states that Egypt and Ethiopia were brothers. They should not have said that. God damn it, because Ethiopia meant burnt face. So ain't no motherfucker gonna be brother with no motherfucker burnt face unless he burnt face. And then Ham, and they state that Ham, and I'm not gonna get so much off into that today. I'll come back and deal with that, and it needs to be dealt with because we got a lot of people in the church, and it needs to be talked about over and over and fucking over until they understand. So now, where's Kush? And then you got Nimrod down there, including Sheba. Okay, Sheba is what they call Arabia, and Dedan. You know what I'm saying? That was what they call Arabia. So it proves the fact, according to the Bible, that what they call Arabia was originally ruled by African people, not Semitic people, African people. Okay, I want to be clear about that. Even though they're going to lie and say, well, they'll say all the African. I done seen them in there when they get a definition of Ham. They say the father of all the African nations, not the Negroes. Well, I say, well, goddamn, Negro wasn't invented till we came to America. So at that motherfucking time in history, wasn't no goddamn Negroes. Okay? And so right there, you see Ethiopia, this coming up out of it'll come up a biblical dictionary. I think it was published in 1910. You see, Kush is synonymous with Ethiopia. Kush, and they put the Hebrew next to it, country of burnt faces. So if you come up here, right here, and you see that Nimrod is the son of Ethiopia, Kush, then that explains a lot. And then, so now what's key is that I had to explain this, and a lot of people get hurt. You understand what I'm saying? But it was necessary that I do that because a lot of people want to act like Christianity and all that shit of the modern Ethiopia. That's not the ancient Ethiopia. Okay, the ancient Ethiopia is Nubia. Okay, when the Greeks speak about Ethiopia, they talking about Nubia. You understand what I'm saying? That which is in the Sudan, the Pata, Merowe, Kerma. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they talking about. It says, it's given a geographical location south of Egypt, corresponding to what is now called the Sudan, country of the blacks. Very significant. Saying, damn, now, why did I do that? Because they say, this is in the goddamn biblical dictionary. Let me see if I got the. It's on my other one. I'm not gonna chase it down because I wanna and then it says the Arabians that were near the Ethiopians. 2 Chronicles 21:16, which may refer to Arabians opposite Ethiopia. Okay, may be safely considered to mean an African country and people or people. So that, when they say Arabians that were near, you understand Arabia may have been a title that they used at the time of the Bible, but what they were saying was Ethiopians ruled that Arabians geographically. You understand? Meaning the geographical area of Arabia, which was originally populated by Ethiopians and was never known as Arabia, but also an extension of Ethiopia, all the way to what you call fucking India. You keep hearing the term Hindu Kush, the Kush Mountains. You understand what I'm saying? Even the first, and that's very significant, the first capital of Sumer, Babylon, was Kush. Now they want to use the I and spell it Kish, but that don't make no difference because there's no vowel. And so that's a way that they try to trick niggas and shit and put some shit in there. They spell it Kish, but it's actually Kush. Now, this is coming up out of the same biblical encyclopedia, and I done used it many, many times before. It's legit. Don't run, nigga. I got you. It says the name of Cush was derived from Egypt to the Egyptians cash. See, they didn't went to cash right there. They didn't flip, and changed the U to an A. Cash. Okay, denoted the district south of the first cataract, inhabited for the most part by races of Nubian origin. So what the fuck is we saying? Nimrod was they keep saying that Mesopotamia, and this the sickness of these niggas, because they can't get out of it. They keep trying to say that Mesopotamia is older than Africa, but yet and still Nimrod is the founder of all the Mesopotamian civilizations. And I'm gonna back that up. All you had to do is go in. Let me bring that shit up. I need to hit that right now. I don't need to let that shit go by. I don't. It ain't gonna take me a minute, because y'all know I got that shit right there. You see what I'm saying? So we didn't establish right there that Mesopotamia was founded by the Nubians, and Egypt was founded by the Nubians. And what they call India was founded by the Nubians. Okay? All of that was founded by Nubians. Wait a minute. I'm gonna get it. Let me get down here where it had the Garden of Eden. Because I need y'all to see this. Big as a lie is, they sneak this, and they shouldn't have said it. They shouldn't have said it. I think there you go right there. See what I'm saying? It ain't a problem. I can find that shit quick. All right. That's the part where, let me drop that in there, though. Let me drop that in there. Let me drop that right there. I'm chasing that the part where it talk about Nimrod, and the nations that he founded. And if I can't get it immediately, I'll come back and crack heads. You know what I'm saying? I should have had it here, but it's just too much to do it in a small amount of time. You have to come back and do 2 and 3 different videos on this one, and I don't want to be doing, too long. An hour is long enough for y'all to, that right there alone. I'm gonna drop this in quickly so motherfuckers see it. Boom. Abraham. Put that on over there. Just brought that up. Let me see if I can get Nimrod. Oh, here you go. Here you go. Here you go, right here. Here you go, right here. Bam. About to drop down. Here we go. All right, here you go. This is Nimrod too. Okay, that's all I need for right now. If I had to come back, I will. You see what I'm saying? Now, this is when they're talking about Nimrod. Okay, he's the son, and it says, this is and I get the exact chapter and verse. You can look it up because it got to be in Genesis, either the second chapter, you understand what I'm saying? Third chapter is the first couple chapters. Okay? Now it says this is Nimrod. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, which is Babylon, Erech, and Akkad, Calneh in the land of Shinar. Wait a minute. Okay, all right. I'll just making sure everything Gucci. In the land of Shinar. Out of that land went forth Ashur, which is Assyria, and builded Nineveh and the city of Rehoboth and Kala. Okay, so you see right there, Babylon, Shinar, which is they considered Sumer, which is the oldest part, and it says out of these lands, which was the southern part, went Ashur, which is Assyria, and building Nineveh. So it clearly states that the civilization came from the south, because when you look at Sumer in Babylon, which is no problem, I got it right here. We ain't got to go no further than this. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't got to go no, it came from the south. You see? It came from the south. This is Babylon. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get one clearer than that. Okay, this orange area is Babylon. And then the bluer color is Assyria. So it says out of this Babylon and Shinar, which is Sumer, came Assyria and Nineveh. Okay, so which means if it started here, this is why I keep telling people that the Africans sailed in. You know, even when you go over into the Hindu, you see right there Mohenjo-Daro and all of that on the Indus River is right there off of the what they call the Arabian Sea. You understand, closest to Africa, and they start in the south of each. Not one civilization came from the north down. They all came from the south up because the Africans is settling down into these areas and setting up colonies on the shorelines. You see what I'm saying? And that's how they do, going all on setting up colonies on the shoreline. So again, you see here, this is Babylon, which is, Sumer. Babylon, overtook Sumer. You understand? Sumer was the earliest aspect of them, and it's right there in the orange, right there on what they call the Persian Gulf. The Africans sailed in, they set up a colony. They went over there to the Indus River, set up the colony right there. Many of the greatest cities of so-called ancient India is right off of that the western coastline that's closest to Egypt. Okay, you go to India, the west, that's closest to Egypt, and that's where the earliest of their civilization started from. Again, this showing you this is Ham. Ham, according to the Bible, lived in Egypt. Okay, we know the lie, but peel it back, use it against them. They set up some shit. They set themselves up when they gave us the insight into that. Now, once you understand, let me go back down here so I can break this shit down. How the fuck can Mesopotamia be older than Egypt, Ethiopia, or any of that? Mizraim is the uncle. And see, the thing is, you know what I'm saying? Egypt, Ethiopia, Canaan, all of those are uncles to Nimrod, showing a greater, age. You understand what I'm saying? So how in the fuck can Mesopotamia? See, that's motherfucker, and see what they're gonna do. They're gonna go into one of them other lying ass books. All of them lying, but see, that's what happened when you tell one lie. And you didn't expect the scholarship to be as great as it is. And so they start creating other books. Oh, well, we got the Kabbalah. And then in Islam, when motherfuckers start cracking the Quran, they get to run into some shit called the Hadith. Oh, these are the sayings. I don't give a fuck about no sayings or nothing. When the lie you said, the first lie was no longer sufficient, you went to go make other books and say, oh, these are the sayings of Muhammad that, people's heard him. I don't want to hear none of that. If that shit wasn't in the original text, fuck it. I don't want to hear no more of that. So it says right here, the name of Cush was derived from Egypt. To the Egyptians, Cash denoted the district south of the first cataract, inhabited for the most part by Nubian origin. And so what I'm gonna, and so again, I'm gonna state this to state the fact that when it talks about the Garden of Eden, hear me out, it only technically Havilah, which is another son of, I'm gonna bring it up there. You see Havilah? Havilah right there is the son of Ethiopia. Okay? I mean, and so I don't want the Ethiopian up in modern Ethiopia to claim that, because them niggas got white Jesuses and shit in their church, and I don't want people to think that's not the ancient Ethiopia. You understand what I'm saying? They talking about Gihon, and see, that's how you know they lying. You understand? Motherfuckers even niggas get to add on to the lie. And that's why I'm giving you this shit so you can break that. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing. All Jesus worship is Serapis worship. I don't give a fuck about that. That's why it's so easier for them to put all the white G's, because that's the origin of it any damn way. You understand? Instead of going back to the black father of resurrection, of Osiris, you niggas rather paint a white Serapis black and then say, oh, he was black. No, the one you trying to say, the Jesus, no, that wasn't Jesus. That was Osiris that was black. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm clear on it, and I'm not going to go over that again. You see what I'm saying? So I have to keep stressing. And it says, it says, when it says a river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from thence it was parted and became unto four heads. We dealt with that four now. We dealt with that four. We already know what the four is. That right there, solar spirit, theology. Astrotheology. When it start talking that four, they dealing with they dealing with the elements of creation. They dealing with the cardinal points, south, north, east, west. They dealing with the solstices and equinoxes. I ain't got time for it. And it says the name of the first is Pishon, which compasseth the whole land of Havilah. And the name of the second one is Gihon. The same is that compasseth the whole land of Ethiopia. And the name of the third is Hedekiel, that which goeth towards the east of Assyria. And the fourth river is Euphrates. Now, when you see Assyria come up out of Nimrod, and you already say Gihon is the same that compasseth the whole land of Ethiopia, and Havilah is the son of Ethiopia, then all the nations in reference to the Garden of Eden is in Ethiopia, ruled by Ethiopians. Assyria and what they call Syria, that shit is modern. What you see, that is Ethiopian land. Okay, wasn't none of that shit. The shit you see over there is the product of the last 2,000 years. And even then, you know, you might have to say 1,000, because even though they conquered it, it was still much evidence that was still in the land. Now, let's break this. Let's come on down so I can show you something. Because we on 55 minutes. And I'm going to just back this up with some beautiful, you know. Now, this is Simmer-Ket, fifth king of the first dynasty, 30, 50, 28, 90 BCE. Now, you can see him in there. It says smiting the Bedouins of the Sinai Peninsula. In the Sinai, I'm going to bring it over here, is this area. You understand what I'm saying? So they were already in these areas checking the shit. They was running it. Okay? They was already running it. Now, not only Babylon, and we might as well include Elam in the colonization by Nimrod. We know Nimrod is a fictional character. It just is the what they use to fabricate the story, but yet it's still given a reference that Africans are ruling the land. They just don't want to give you the credit. They want to dictate the narrative. And so you could go right here to the museum in Susa, okay, to show you that they was black skinned. This is in Iran right there. You see, this one right here is Babylonian. He dark skinned. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to put this shit in here because this shit is so funny to me, how these people do. Now, this is what they trying to make. They trying to steal the history by making these fluffy, you know, these fluffy European Arabs, you know, fluffy hair and shit. I don't know where the fuck you get a curl from. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be too hard, but I got to go hard body on this. This is how they steal it, and that's why the thing is, I'm a master at this. If this was significant, they wouldn't have to fuck with it. If this would look just like them, they wouldn't have to create this. They would just put the original up. But the fact is, they got to, you know, redirect the images. You know what I'm saying? They got to do some photoshopping on the images. Okay, you put it. Look at this. Where do you see European people, Arab people walking around, you understand, with fluffy hairdos and shit like this, with straight hair? I don't know if they had no creatine back then or not. You see what I'm saying? Look at this. You can see the curls in the man's beard and hair. So even if you say a motherfucker put hair, you gonna take, what motherfucker you know gonna curl, take all that time? You know, you would be in the goddamn salon, nigga, all day, trying to, you know, do some shit like that. You know, the curl, that's the natural curls of the Babylonians' hair. Okay? Now, as you see in Persepolis is also in Iran. And there's many references that, you know, when the Persians came into Egypt and they conquered, they was there for maybe a couple hundred years. They took Egyptians' architects to Iran. They didn't have no great architects. You go over there and all their kings, them motherfuckers living in little, you know, they tombs is so small. Man, listen here, we got motherfucking scribes with bigger tombs than that. Not a motherfucking the royal scribe, you know, got bigger tombs than that. So you see the griffin is also a reflection of Horus. And you see right there, you see them, these is what they call the sons of Nimrod, which is Ethiopians. You see right there the worship of the winged sun disk, you understand, which come up out of Egypt. It's clear they all ain't these many salons in the world where you gonna get motherfuckers to get their head curled up. Motherfucker couldn't even go to the battlefield. Motherfucker be sitting up in the goddamn salon getting their goddamn hair. If they was these European, fluffy haired European, man, it wouldn't be a motherfucker on the battlefield. All them motherfuckers would be up in the salon getting their hair done. We got to stop the madness today. We got to stop the madness today. This is supposedly the ziggurat of Ur. And I showed you on the one with Saqqara, it is only the damn replica. Because when I show you what it looked like and I'm moving, you understand, this is the Ishtar gate of Nebuchadnezzar. You can see it's in reflection of the pylon of Africa, Nubia, and Egypt. Now, again, we already looked at, much about, Cush. This is according to the biblical. This is a biblical timeline. I don't want no nigga to get mad if it ain't adding up. You go contact the motherfuckers that wrote the Bible and ask them why they put these dates in here. Now, you see Cush born 2342. You see Shem. These are all the sons of Noah that supposedly populate the planet. 2441 BCE. Ham born 2440 BCE. Japheth born 2444 BCE. And then you go on the same goddamn timeline. I got this off of the timeline now. It said the Great Pyramids of Egypt built 2550 BCE. They wasn't all built at the same goddamn time. And that's the end date. That's when they finished it. That ain't the development of the knowledge that went into goddamn. So all that proves right there. And then it says right here, Nashi, first king of Sumer, 2520 BCE. They put their first king on the throne in 2520 BCE, and the goddamn Great Pyramids already standing, and it took a goddamn 500,000 years to even develop the goddamn knowledge that went into putting the motherfucker up. I'm sick of you niggas. It's time to wake up today, family. Time to wake up today. You see? And so Nimrod ain't even on there. You see what I'm saying? Nimrod ain't old, even according to the Bible. They lying like a motherfucker. Let me move down. And so when you look in that, this is the supposedly it ain't nothing but a step pyramid. And the fact is that they did not use what's clear about Mesopotamia, and I'm gonna just make that, make that clear off the bat. They never used masonry. Okay, masonry is stone. They built their ziggurats with mud, brick, straw, and mud. And that's why that shit look like. And so all of these is replicas. And they use, and see, this is Saqqara. You understand what I'm saying? This is Saqqara. I took it off of, I think I took it off a video game. I did. Because they smoothed it out and shit. And that's how it would have looked. You understand what I'm saying? It's evident that's how it would have looked. We didn't put nothing together. It's still standing. You see what I'm saying? So this is Saqqara, and then you can see they fabricated the ziggurats off of Saqqara. Now, this is one in Iran. You see what I'm saying? See, this shit they put up there. That shit wasn't there. Only thing is there is that goddamn mound. You know what I'm saying? That mud mound. You see? This is the one, again, in Iran. This is Elam, okay, which is right next to Babylon. You understand what I'm saying? Right there on the Gulf region. So both of them came up the earliest because that's the first area where the Africans landed. These is mariners. These is navigators of the ocean. So they landed in the Persian Gulf first, and that's why the oldest part of all the Mesopotamian civilization was in the south. Wake up. I don't want to tell you this again. Okay, this is this shit. You understand? Look at this. This is mud. This is mud. It melted down. It ain't nothing but a mound of mud. That's all that it is. You can, listen here, and it's after the fact. So don't tell me that the Mesopotamians had anything to do with Egypt, because they never built one fucking ziggurat made out of stone. Not one. Okay? Not one. So I'm sick of motherfuckers trying to claim some technology that they cannot prove in their own goddamn homeland. You're not going to go to another man's land and build the greatest of your accomplishments and then come back and build nothing for your mammy and your pappy. You always build the best for your people and put the greatest monuments of who you are in your own homeland to glorify your own homeland. You don't build the best of your accomplishments in another man's land, Mesopotamia. So this is what it looked like. This is in Iraq. Man, Saddam Hussein went to redecorating all that shit. So this is what it looked like today. See, Saddam Hussein put that shit around there to give you an illusion, but that's what it looked like. It's mud. It's mud brick. And that's right there when they putting it up. See, somebody got to show y'all that. I'm moving quick. You understand what I'm saying? This is showing you that even the so-called, they say the Muhammad and shit, flew from Mecca on the back of the Borak. You understand what I'm saying? A winged horse with a goddamn human head. Nigga, that show you right there, they was stealing from the Ethiopians. You understand what I'm saying? That right there show you, because that's all they did was take the Mesopotamian Sphinx. You understand what I'm saying? Which is a derivative of the African. You understand? Which I can show you many of the African zoo types with wings is not a problem. So according to the Quran, Allah allegedly took Muhammad on a journey from the Kaaba in Mecca to the Masjid al-Aqsa in Jerusalem, the night ride. And so he rode it. So that showed you right there. All that shit didn't come from no Allah. They keep saying that Allah whispered. Nigga, this shit before Allah. So I don't hear nothing about no Allah. And then you see the bull. I didn't put that in there, the Apis bull. You know, I don't want to. I could go in there. You could put it in there. I'll put it in there for you next time. Now, this is Cyrus the Fake. They call him Cyrus the Great. You can go look it up. You can look right there what they call the Atef crown. You understand? And you see right there, he got on the horns of Khnum. And you can see right here with Tutankhamun. You can see right here the same Atef crown. They took that up out of Egypt. Sick of that. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is African. You know, I don't want to, you know, these is Africans. You can see that this man nappy beard right there. You ain't about to, niggas don't go to the salon and get their beard twisted up in curls like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's stop. That's nap. That's nap. That's what that is. Now we talking about the first flag of Iran. Now I'm gonna bring this over because I got a motion on this, but I can't use it on this particular stream software I got. So I'm not able to use it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put it up there so you can see it. The first flag of Iran, and I don't want nobody to go look it up. This is in the Susa Museum. This is the number. You can look it up. Number 2436, plaque of lapsus lazuli, pace Persepolis Atmanid, okay, dynasty, okay, and it ain't nothing but Horus. You can see right there what they call the Shanu. You understand? They didn't put the line there, but you can see them clamping down on it. You can see the sun disc. I'm tired of it. This is the first flag. All you have to do is put in the first flag of Iran. You can see it's nothing but Heru. Let me keep it moving. This is Darius. You watch the 300, and Darius was the father of Xerxes, and you can see him right there. What? With the lotus in his hand. You understand what I'm saying? The Egyptian lotus in his hand, and you know that right there showing you that damn near everything that the Egyptians deified and was, they deemed spiritual. You understand? The Babylonians, the Mesopotamians, the Elamite. Now this is the one over in the Americas with the Mayan. Now you see the winged sun disk. I'm moving quick. They call this Aru Mazda, which is the deity of Zoroastrianism. You see, now these motherfuckers they want to see. This is when they started to replace, Osiris and Heru. We talking about the anthropomorphic image. The Pharaoh is the anthropomorphic image of the sun on earth. What is anthropomorphic? The human form of the sun. He's actually of the lineage of Ra. He's actually the lineage of Heru. The first kings of Egypt were gods, and we the direct lineage of that. That's why they call it a divine kingship. I want y'all to wake up today, family. If we divine what's going on, we got to be out our goddamn mind to let this motherfucker rule over us. It's time we got to be out our mind. So you see they stealing it. So when I show this is evidence. I don't know nobody. And so right here you see Acker. You see the two lions. One is the past, one is the future, and here is the present day. You see the sun coming up over the two mountains. You see That's the sun in the present day, giving all life. And then you go to Persepolis, you see the griffins taking place of the lions. Then you see here that this right here is also in Sumer, and you see the black skin. You understand? You see the winged sun disk. Okay, coming down, then you come in front of the temple of Seti, and you see the double lions. You understand? And then you go into Persepolis and you see the twin sphinx. You understand? With the woolly hair. Okay, look at that. It's saying and you see the Neanderthal pointing up to the beard, say, look at the woolly hair. It's clear that the ancient Babylonians were black. I wonder why my lying-ass daddy told me they was white. See what I'm saying? Look at the nap in there. And you can look right at it. And she point right, look at the naps in their hair. Them is African people. Okay, let me come on down. That ain't supposed to be. And so we talking about Nimrod. We backing this up. I'm moving quickly because the images are so profound. I don't have to stay long. They like atomic bombs. Each time they come up, they're going off. Okay, Nimrod. Now we talking about Assyria. You see what I'm saying? We prove it. We're not saying that, yeah, we didn't put the documentation to prove. Now we're putting up even more evidence. These ivory carvings was found in Nimrod. You see what I'm saying? Egyptian and all the regalia. Okay, and there's more that's coming, you know, and you see when the ISIS, you know, and I'm saying, so you ISIL, which is the, you know, so-called terrorists, Muslim terrorists over there that took over parts of Iraq and Syria and so on and so forth. You can see them over there destroying, went inside the damn museum and started destroying a lot of the artifacts. You know why? Because if that, listen here, let me bring this down. I'm sick of this shit. You understand what I'm saying? Listen here. Matter of fact, I'll use that one right. Where that one go? Right there. That's good. Let me bring that one on down. Let me bring that one on down. You see, if it looked like him, he wouldn't have done that. See, a lot of people don't know when that so-called revolution jumped off over there in Egypt, they did the same thing with the Egyptian museum. They went in there and crashed Egypt, took a lot of the artifacts, even the little soldiers. You know, if y'all see the Egyptian soldiers, they got spears with the shield, and they more reddish brown. Then you got, they like figurines, and it's about maybe 20 of them in a row, small, and you had the Nubians, which was darker, and they had the bow. They went over there and knocked it, tore it up. They had to put it back together. You understand what I'm saying? So they know that's not them. If they thought that was their daddy and their great-granddaddy, they wouldn't not have done it that way. You see what I'm saying? So again, I'm showing you the Elamites, which is in Iran, the Babylonians. Let me keep moving. Now this is in Persepolis. What do you see? You see the Egyptian pylon, the doorway as you go into the, and I put the Egyptian one up there so that you can see. Even their architecture is Egyptian. This is our actual facts. And these dates of Persepolis was long after Egypt. So it ain't no confusion which one is the oldest. You see what I'm saying? Let me keep moving. I got something for that too, but I didn't put it all together. You see right there, the ram, the deification of the ram, almond. And then I showed you that one when I did Cocus, and on the thumbnail, you seen the ram with the wings. And I got one. Where's that one I got from Egypt? Lord have mercy. I ain't got time to show y'all right now. But the ram, the bull, you understand? Let me come down and see if there's anything else. Now this is in Syria. I think it's Syria. What they call is Phoenicia, right? Lebanon, the sarcophagus, and you got the obelisks up. This is in either Lebanon or Syria. They call this I believe they call it what the fuck they call that? But it has something to do with obelisks. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if it's cemetery of obelisks. I'm not sure if it's cemetery. But you got all the obelisks there. is evident. You can see it in their museum. You got the stone sarcophaguses. You see what I'm saying? And so even got, this is the deity that they try to say is bald. You see what I'm saying? With the headdress of Upper Egypt on their head. Oh, so I'm out of here, fam. This was quick. See, I have to come back and give y'all a little more, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I don't want to go no more than an hour. I had to warm a lot of people up because they might not be, you know, familiar with, you know, some of the information. You see what I'm saying? So that just to show you that's us. You understand what I'm saying? So when I show you the Nagas in India, in Angkor Wat and all over there, that's us. You understand what I'm saying? If you go back 500-600 years from now, the motherfuckers there ain't there in the capacity that they there today. You understand what I'm saying? Just like if you go 400 years back, yeah, there's a few crackers over here, but it ain't that many. So now it's, you know, more than what it was. And so it gives the appearance that this might have been the way that it was, and it's not. You understand? You go back 1,000 years, you will see that that land is fully in control, or 2,000 years for sure, is fully in control of by African people. And as I showed you, if they up in Georgia, up under Russia, you understand what I'm saying? God damn, you know what I'm saying? All of that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to push the origin of the European further up in Russia. He didn't come from the Caucasus Mountains, because all evidence showed that the lower Caucasus Mountains was even, you know, dominated by the Egyptian Empire, because Ethiopian Empire, because they knew how to keep their ass roped. So they come from more near the Ural Mountains in Russia. You understand? So we might have to come up with a new name for the Neanderthals, y'all. They no longer gonna be Caucasoids. We're gonna Uralians or something. We're gonna have to take them to the Ural Mountains and shit. All right, family. I'm about to get on over here. Well, I'm on the general. I'll be back on Sarasu and Seti page early next week. I'm going to get a general Seti page, some respect, share the videos. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit notification. You must be hitting it because you in the house. You know, YouTube, they don't fuck with General Seti. You see what I'm saying? So, they don't put me out there like that. And I'm all right with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the, everything that I get, I got to get it because I'm in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? I got to do extra shit to make sure that my family, get a chance to see the knowledge. You see what I'm saying? So help the general out, share it, like it, and because you love it. Hit notifications, subscribe, tell other family to subscribe, because it's really a channel they need to be in tune to. I'll be back. Give me 10, 15 minutes, and I'm going to hit y'all with this Khufu joint, which is hard as hell. Don't you miss it. Black Power.